And Terrace, what are you doing here?
What, am I no longer allowed to come to Doldana when I want?
You know damn well that's not what I meant.
Job extension! Oh boy. Yep, they want me to go with Syllabus and Gaspard. I get you, game. Well, welcome back to more .hack GU and all that fun junk. Hello. Let me customize. I've got map. Okay. Boop. Anti-paralysis, boom. Boom-ba-dee-boom-ba-dee-boom-ba-dee-boom-ba-doom-ba-doo. Do I have anything for you guys? I don't think I do. Level 51. Oh, hello! Looky, I guess I do. Hello. Here you go. Take it. And enjoy! And Gaspard can do Gaspard things. Anyway. Welcome back to .hack GU. More job extension stuff. This time I'm going to become a dude with a scythe now. I forget the... Flick Reaper. That's what it is. I don't want to do that. Or, yeah, I didn't want to do this one. Is this the... I think it's this one. Let's do that. Has to become a bounty hunter. Oh yeah, this one. I forgot about that. I think it's this one. I want to say it's this one. Oh yeah, it's this guy. Okay. Well, I guess we're doing the thing. So I'll get this done as soon as possible so I can get back to Alcade and Adderley stuff. Because that's way more interesting. And besides, the less time I have to spend with the Gaspard, the better. but leave it to me to laugh because I said this on the community forum yesterday. I am honestly surprised at how well the leveling with the tournament episode did, because that's like 105 or some views or something. That's like top 5 or top 10 for me, and I've been doing this for like 5 or 6 years now, and I'm just kind of laughing because it's like you expect certain episodes to be things that are interesting, like higher end episodes, and it wasn't even like it was the super long leveling episode either. The one where I got to like the final level before Triad, you know, and leveled up. Shut up, Gaspard. But it was like, okay, this is just some random grind episode. It's 30 minutes, there's nothing doing, I'm just talking, and lo and behold, a top 10 overall video all time. Which beats out some of the Boxu videos. Which is kind of crazy. Because I've got like 1 or 2 Phoenix Wright episodes, the Odin episode in Final Fantasy VIII, I think something else, but by and large, the only thing that gets to the 100 view mark tends to be the Odin, or tends to be random videos, or more than likely the Boxu stuff, because those are the ones that more people will probably search. Why do I bring you? Ow. So it's more just hilarious than anything else, I think. Not that I'm complaining. It's more I'm bemused. Because of all the episodes, that's the one. Because you can't predict. And I've seen this a lot on, like, Reddit or whatever, and people are like, hey, how do you program videos? How do you do whatever? That's why I started doing the, hey, you'll get more viewership if you put the title first, then the game, and the number, because most people don't want to search a number. I think that's chintzy, right? I think that's a chintzy, like, no. What I find chintzy, and I might have mentioned this a couple weeks ago or something when I had a review or something, was people who try to work the system, you know, because let's face it, algorithm, I get it. We're all trying to get viewership, we're all trying to get content, and LPs aren't the best content, you know, for viewership or whatever, because Twitch exists. You know, I get what I get, and I'm happy. But I figure, okay, just changing around the naming scheme to focus on the name. Maybe the algorithm likes that more than Dot Hack episode 38, whatever. You know, that's fun. What I don't like is the people that go, hey, I did a video without a number in it, and it got 50 million fucking views, and haha, I jerked the system, and it's like, and then they said something like, oh, when the video loses traction, I'll put the number back in. Like, dude, people aren't going to watch episode 90 of something. Like, by and large, you're not going to watch episode 90 of a thing you've never seen. If it's the newest video, sure. If you don't know anything about it, and, you know, who knows what people are going to want to watch? I don't know. But I've said this before about, like, Final Fantasy IX. You want to know what the biggest video I ever did in Final Fantasy IX was? It wasn't the Festival of the Hunt. It wasn't anything to do with Kuja. It wasn't anything to do with the end of the game. It wasn't the finale. It was Ibsen's Castle. Ibsen's Castle. It leads to something important, but I'd hardly call it the most important episode. You know, and again, I mean it more in the same kind of a bemused fashion that I do now, because, as stated, was I going to expect that the leveling before the tournament? I'm grateful, but it's still strange. Because when I look at this, I'm thinking, okay, when I see episodes, I think it's going to be the first episode gets the most views, the second episode gets the most views. It turns out, no. I think my most frequent commenter, I think, started commenting on episode 4 in the Lost Ground. So it's not a one-to-one thing, but it does stand to reason. You can never predict YouTube. People will search what they want to search, and there's nothing you can really say or do that says that you're gonna... Like, you can understand algorithms and whatnot and all day, by and large, but you're not gonna know. Hell no. Because people are going to watch what they want to watch whenever they want to watch it. You can't do anything other than that. You just put content... or at least to me, I think, like, if you study that stuff all the time... and it's your business, and you do it for a living, you can kind of get it done. If you're just doing a small thing like I am, it's not the biggest thing. When the younger dating oh yeah. Questions about the world. Okay. But, again, I'm interested in the mechanics behind certain episodes being as successful as they are. And a lot of it probably has to do with just, you see the big number and you think, what is it about that episode that made it work? Like, I can't understand the Boxu videos working because they're a different type of content that I do monthly as opposed to every day.
You know, the three of us playing together like this, Reminds me of when we first met.
I bumped into Haseo while I was in town.
You dork.
At the time, I never thought that the newbie right in front of us was actually the PKK.
I asked him how he could be the terror of death.
Yeah, and then you were PK'd soon after.
Wait.
You were all,
You idiots. I'm not here to have fun. If you've got time to waste, spend it on improving your fighting skills.
Sorry.
Don't get mad, Haseo. Let's, have fun playing.
Let's go.
But again, I think it's because again, I see this a lot, and it comes into the sense of the promotion tactics. And I get it. Some people don't have scruples. They'll just say whatever works for me is whatever's gonna work, and fuck the consequences. But I think trying to over promote is a weakness. I think trying to over-analyze the mechanics of a YouTube situation and say, oh hey, look at me, I did so well by not putting numbers in a video, or I made a thumbnail with my stupid fucking face making a concept, and like if you're going to do a let's play, you're going to do a let's play with numbers, because unless you're doing like highlight videos of Minecraft or Fortnite or Apex or whatever, or pick a game. If you're doing a let's play, people are gonna want to know what's the number on it.
Wow, we did it!
Because it makes sense. It makes sense that if you're looking at if you're looking at this video right now, you're seeing the game, you're seeing a couple of characters, you're seeing stuff happen. But you're not getting any of the story concepts, you're not getting any idea. You're going, okay, that might be interesting, so I might check it out, or I might check out this person's views, or check out this other person's games for something I might like, or something I'll try a little harder, or whatever, Anybody will do anything for any reason. It could be any reasons. And stuff that I like or stuff that I don't like doesn't automatically make it work. But what I've maintained throughout all of this is that trying to predict what somebody's going to do, or trying to say, oh, this sucks, so you shouldn't watch it. No. I don't know if any of the views with that episode have anything to do with Pyrrhus or Adelaide. It could just be I lucked out and a lot of people started looking at it, and it was like, okay, well, a lot of people looked at it at first and then I made a comment on it, so a few other people made a comment on it. Or it could have been, hey, I watched a bit of it, but I couldn't watch all of it, so I watched the second half of it. I can see that. People watching like 5 or 10 minutes at a time and going, okay, well, I won't watch it now, but I'll watch the rest. I'll watch the rest, because that's entirely possible. Watching it 2 or 3 times to get the full scope of it, especially if they're longer videos, like the hour-long one. Yeah. But again, I am. It's more bemusement, I think. Bemusement and great gratitude that anything would, for me, like my average viewership for any video right now is about 11, right, give or take. And that, you have to consider that's almost 2,000 videos at this point, because I have, 30 or 40 playthroughs of games over this last few years. So, a lot of stuff just doesn't get viewership. And if it were up to me, all of my Persona stuff would be higher viewed, and it just doesn't, But I do it because, let's face it, I'm not going to play a game that I don't enjoy. This game I do. I was not expecting this to get higher viewership than the Persona stuff, especially considering that Persona was fairly recent, as in this year, and this came out in 2006, right? So, who am I to guess that this is going to be more interesting to people than an episode of something I like a lot more, something I put a lot more effort into trying more, but it just doesn't get viewership. So, regardless of what I feel on it, Persona doesn't get near the viewership, and I don't think it ever will. I think, by and large, more people are going to watch it after a while. I found the stuff in Persona 4 worked better in the long term, but it was never something anybody was like, oh my god, I want to see it. So again, I can't sit here and I sit here and just laugh sometimes, because seeing some video in the mid-teens or the mid-20s or whatever, you know, the Odin episode was, what, episode 30 of like 100, or what do we do, 80? It was like 20 or 30 episodes in, but the time it came out, it was kind of like the leveling one. It was like, why are people watching this one? It's weird. But then again, Final Fantasy VIII was like one Lee and I were watching, so it could have been a mechanic of Lee had friends helping me out that normally we wouldn't be watching, you know, Legaia, stuff like that. I would assume people not watching that one would watch it because Lee's in that one, or it's a Final Fantasy VIII thing, or whatever. The end of the day, there's only so much that I can do. And I am really pleased that whatever viewership I am getting is a benefit. Because I remember for the longest time being at like 30 some views and or subscribers and whatever, and not doing a thing. Just, you know. Now I get, you know, like a new sub a week, or my other channel gets a sub every month or something like that. And that's still growth in a small way. So if it's a random episode like this where it's a bunch of fighting, you know, rather than, oh my god, it's one of the serious episodes, it's gotta be the storyline stuff that no, it could be the gameplay stuff that people want to watch. I don't know. It could have been the name of the episode, leveling before the tournament. It's like, what tournament are they talking about? What leveling? Okay, this is, you know, I'm guessing it's just a basic episode with stuff. It'll show off the gameplay, so the game stuff that I would do if I ever wanted to play it, that's the stuff I'll be looking into. You know, uh-oh. Wrong way! And in a sense, if you're interested in a person, which, to be fair, I think after a while, I think people, barring whatever I say about myself, people might actually be here for me and me playing the game rather than the games itself. I mean, God forbid, right? Because I'm just some guy speaking into a microphone. But hey, if people are into me doing a certain game, that's great. If they're into the games themselves, I've always been a game first, and then eventually it would turn into, hey, I'm into it because this person is playing it. I've never been the person playing it is the first reason I do it on a thing. So I don't know, you know. But at the same time, you can see where it could be a little bit of both. Because Ibsen's Castle could have been a gameplay thing. Odin could have just been, oh hey, there was a lot of gameplay here, or this was my favorite Phoenix Wright case and that's why it got more views, like Rise from the Ashes, you know, because that one is a popular case. Because it was the DS exclusive, but stuff like that. But I don't sit here when I create a video. I mean, there are some times I'll sit here and think, okay, this is like the major part of the game. This has got to be the biggest one, you know. Ugly. Yeah, you suck. God, sorry. So after a while, I think what happens is in my head, I'll think, okay, this game could be a good choice, or I think, me personally, what I think is going to work as a person, as a player, say Persona, does not translate to, okay, I want to watch this. But then something like this, or Legaia, or Phoenix Wright, something way old school, and that could be the lack of demand. There could be people going, okay, there are less people playing this, so the people who are get more attention. I don't know. It's weird.
Hey, do you remember when Haseo became Kennard's guildmaster?
Oh, yeah. That was way back when we asked him to run the guild shop for us.
Mad.
Shop Acorn!
We got to see an unexpected side of him.
What was it Adelie said? Everyone really does want to treat other people nicely. Or something.
I'm warning you. Don't make me keep repeating myself. I didn't come here to have fun.
Haseo?
Haseo?
You guys said you wanted to come along, but you've done nothing but talk, talk, talk. You... Fine, whatever. I'll do the rest by myself.
Ugh.
Haseo.
Haseo, you always try to take on everything yourself and go it alone. But all of us here are with you.
There. But I think it is fun, if nothing else, that a game like this does get viewership in some form or fashion. Because that's what you want, I think. I think in by and large, all I want is people to go, yeah, this game is good, or this game is cool, and I'm glad that you brought it to our attention, you know. Because it is done for public consumption, but you can't force anyone to watch a thing. You just can't. So, being mindful of what works and what doesn't, or being surprised if a thing does or doesn't perform up to expectation, whether it's a game or a video, is funny in its own way. And just because you can't predict, but you can always go, huh, that's a bit of a shock. That's kind of neat, because who knows? I mean, I could have expected some episode like Bowser wearing a dress, you know. I would expect Bowser wearing a dress to be somewhat interesting, because that's a randomizer, you know. But, an episode about fighting dudes in a game about fighting dudes. Who knows? Anyway, I just thought that would be a nice little thing to get us through this episode. But now we're into the serious shit. Yay, let's go.
Good. I just have to get the treasure box and I'm set. Alone, this would be easy. No one's slowing me down, or nagging me, or pissing me off, or betraying me.
Why do you seek power, young traveler?
What the hell?
Power. The power I believe in?
But now that I've fought beside you, I know that's not the case. You're always thinking about your friends out there.
Friends. Yeah. But you shouldn't have them in the first place. That way, you'll never have anything to lose. Or so I thought.
He's a softie.
Yeah, but Haseo, there's no goal in that. Personally, I think it's also really important for us to slow down and stop. And to enjoy things like flowers blooming around your ankles. Nice things like meeting all sorts of new people.
I mean, I think you've got some real leadership skills.
And I second that thought. Come on, let's do this together.
Okay then. Glad to have you, Haseo, our new guild master.
I'm such an idiot. I always seem to forget the things that are really important. I think I'll bring those guys along after all. From now on, we're moving forward together.
Oh, he's such a softie. Look at him. He grew. But I mentioned this before, that Haseo is very annoying at the beginning of the game. And I'd say like 80% of the way through the original volume 1, he actually learns shit and gets actually somewhat nice. And the edge is dull, and it's finally kind of okay. And it's cool to see in Volume 2 he's finally, like, less abrasive.
Haseo!
Wait. Let me say this. The beast statue is over there. There are no more monsters. So? Let's go there. Together.
Haseo!
Haseo!
Stop yelling at me! Haseo! Ah! Oh god. Ugh. I guess he earned that.
Haseo, let's go on together.
Yeah. Let's go.
These idiots. Anyway. But, yeah. I think in general terms, Dot Hack is a game that stands up to anything you could put in front of it. Yeah, it has its own quirks, and it's dated, sure. I mean, it's almost 20 years old at this point. But a lot of people play lots of games that are 30 or 40 years old at this point and have no trouble watching it, you know. But it is freeing to see that, hey, this is cool. That, even compared to something like Persona with a higher profile, that, you know, at least in my case, that more people would want to watch this instead. It's especially since it's on at a, I would say, a weaker time slot in the 6 a.m., you know, because I don't know how much of an effect that has, but yeah. Again, cool. And thank you guys for watching and stuff. I'm almost at 200 at time of recording. I'm gonna pass it. Just watch. 200 subs almost.
Treasure box all together.
On 3. Is it?
The final trial in this quest is all about working together with your friends.
Oh. Is it 1, 2, 3, go, or is it 1, 2, 3? Is it 1, 2, 3, then go?
If you open the treasure box by yourself, the item will just disappear.
and you'd have to go and do it all over again.
Oh, so that's why you guys said you'd come with me.
Yep, that Antares guy told us that we,
Don't!
Antares? So you're working with him?
You dope.
Gaspard? Man, it was supposed to be a secret.
I'm sorry. I just let it slip.
I'm curious. Why did you help me?
Lately, you always look like you've got something heavy on your mind. And so, we wanted to do something to help you out.
Thanks.
Huh?
You're not mad, are you?
Why would I be mad? And speaking of that, stop asking me if I'm mad or not all the time.
I mean, you are.
I mean, is that how you guys really see me?
Yes.
Hey, come on, Haseo. We have to go report to the quest shop.
Fine, let's go then.
Level 3 Adapt Rogue, let's go! Now this one I will use a little bit more often than the broadsword, but I'm still heavy into the twin blade stuff. But here we go, that's more like it. Yay, he's back to normal. He looks like the terror of death. Yay! Now he's just less pissy about it. Flick Reaper! Alright, multi-trigger. Cool. That is nice. I can switch weapons on the fly. Divine Awakening is fine. It's a cool idea. I don't like it too much, but I'll show it off. It's a cool idea at first, but it gets old after a while. Alright, I got a scythe. I got a level. Oh, look at me, I got a level. Hello. Skill trigger. Yeah, go. There we go. Ah! Watch. Clogs! Hello! Ah, crap. Alright! Almost done with the day's episode, yay! It's been a bit of a long one. A bit. Though not as bad as that Persona episode where I spent an hour at fucking Tartarus because I kept dying. Anyway, leveling up. Oh, okay. I'm cool with that. More Adelian Alcade. I love it. So, more Adelian Alcade action next time! Yeah. See you later. Intimacy? Alright. Good on you, game. I see where this is going. Thank you. See